even though we might be specifying certain things, it may not be coming into fruition.
If you want to value engineer something, you need to understand what exactly are you value engineering without destroying the integrity of that item.
The return on investment spans over decades. And this is where sustainability plays the biggest role.
Sustainability is no longer a buzzword, it's now an integral part of the way we work, the way we design, the way we look at the world.
It's a new digital, it's a lifestyle choice, I would say, and we need to look at the bigger goals.
The economical benefits of the sustainability are great. There are economical benefits during construction. There are economical benefits after operation, which is the running cost. And there is also great social benefit about how the end users are going to benefit from the project.
We have a global team who is taking care of this. So even if the client's requirements are not in a detail and in depth of this, from that point of view, we have to have a review of every single project and make sure that the sustainability as an element is involved in the project itself.
I think we are progressing within the FF&E sector, and we have a lot to develop further to move it to a further stage from design process to manufacture.
So there is a push on the onset, and that helps because ultimately, if you're going in the right direction, I think we've just got to find a way to keep on course with the execution of it. In some instances, we get there. In some instances, we don't.
It all depends how you select your products. Products not only add to the design, but there's a durability factor, there's a maintenance factor. So when you end up value engineering, or when you go with alternatives, which is another buzzword in the industry, take care that you don't compromise on the design intent or the technical aspects of the product.
I mean, even the travelers nowadays looking for some eco-friendly resorts, and this is on their goals. Operators, as an example, have a lot of ESG programs and platforms that you need to follow.
Most of the operators now go for sustainable product in terms of water consumption, electrical consumption, but also longevity. 30 years ago, no one was using Martindale and fabrics. Since we're talking FF&E, and it's the operators of hotels that brought it and made it a requirement.
If a design is done well and not necessarily chasing a trend, but the bones of a space is done correctly, I think when it comes to a renovation stage, we can retain more of the original and I guess give it a fresh life with key elements, but then it's not wasting the product from the original aspect.
I see great examples coming from the operator side and the client side. Marriott International, for example, they have this goal called the Serve 360 goal, whereby it's a social and an environmental goal that they're setting towards 2025. So basically, they would like to have 100% of their properties to reach or attain a sustainability certificate, and in the coming year, which is next year, to have 650 of their properties achieving a LEED certification or its equivalent.
Yes, I think Saudi in general, the whole plan for all these projects to begin with was to be sustainable and to consider the environment. So this was, I think, the language from day one, and the push is to achieve that.
Most of the projects we are working in Saudi, they have a mandate sustainable requirement. They are engaging sustainable consultants from the beginning. The good thing about sustainable consultants, they are people whom they have the checklist with them, and they know exactly which consultant is responsible to do what.
Today's generation, let's say Generation Z or the millennials or Alpha generation, they have grown up with a certain amount of awareness on sustainability.
And the fact that we want our generation to also provide a better future for the next one. The older generation, they weren't as wary or they weren't as aware of the environmental issues that we are now facing in this world.
90% of the new travelers, they are seeking for new trends to explore. They are no longer seeking for nice bed and luxury shower. They wanted to see art, culture and sustainability, 90%. So all the new travelers, if you are going to give them those three aspects, they are going to go and stay in your hotel.
I would like to, at the end, imagine Earth as our client. So we need to really take it on a bigger picture and put sustainability in a FF&E and everything in a production, in whole process basically.
And also we don't know what's going to be invented next, so the language is still ongoing.